Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far, and today's video is going to be a book review on Legendary by Stephanie Garber. So this book is the sequel to Caraval, and the main character is Tella Dregna, who is Scarlett's younger sister. It's a whirlwind of adventure for this book. At first, when I heard about the sequel, I was really excited and worried at the same time because I typically don't like sequels too much because I feel like it's not as good as the first one. The original will always be better. However, this book packs quite a punch. To be honest, I didn't really get into the book until the game began. In the beginning, it was a little bit too slow for me. But I'm going to be talking about the things that I like in this book and the things that I didn't like. So let's start first with the things that I like. So first of all, I have to say that after a while, I've grown to like Tella, and she stands on her own as a good character, as the main character of a book and a story. While in the first book, I really like Scarlett and her personality and her character, Tella is quite different from her older sister. She's quite impulsive, spontaneous. She's unapologetic about her choice of man, and sometimes she doesn't really think clearly before entering into decisions and relationships. And it's not something that she's ashamed of. I find her to be quite more adventurous and more exciting than Scarlett. However, I still like Scarlett as well. So she does hold up to be a main character of a book. The other thing that I really like about this book is the introduction of new characters, such as the Fates and the Prince of Hearts, which is Jax. He's such an intriguing character, and I would really love to know more about him. I feel like it's what's lacking in the book. I just need more explanation, more story about Jax and the other Fates as well. It's a really interesting concept. According to the book, the Fates are magical, corporeal beings, and they were trapped in the cards. In this story, Tella has a mission to reveal Legion's true identity and his true name, and then she will win the game. So she goes across this whole adventure, gathering information, going from place to place. It became a lot interesting once the game got on, as I mentioned before. And there's a lot of heart-swooning moments in this book, especially with Dante, her main love interest in the story. If you like heart-fluttering moments, then you will like this book a lot. The pacing was good and steady, and there's quite a bit of action in the book as well. As always, Stephanie Garber's writing is whimsical and magical and it's full of purple prose, and it's very descriptive. A lot of the things in this book is very, very descriptive. It just turns your imagination in ideas, and it paints you the picture of the scenario and the characters and all these other things that are happening around the whole game surrounding Tella. Garber is especially talented in writing. Definitely, I recommend this book for people who like fantasy stories and adventure stories. And if you like Caraval a lot, then I really highly recommend you check out Legendary as well. Some of the things that I didn't like in this book is that it was just a little bit too predictable. It felt like at times it was a copy of the first book, but with just a different character, and I liked how Scarlett played the game in the first game a lot better than Tella. But that's just a reflection of their own characters because Tella is more spontaneous and impulsive. And I feel like there wasn't enough explanation of the Fates. I'm really wanting to learn about Jax a lot more. He's such an interesting character. You're like on the fence with him. Is he really a good guy or a bad guy? And that's the same with Dante. At times it can be quite predictable. I kind of have a strong idea who Legend is without giving any spoilers, but along the book you can kind of tell, you can have a strong hint of who Legend's true identity is. There's going to be another sequel to this, and it's the final book in the series, and I really can't wait to read it. Overall, I like this book. I would give it a 4 stars out of 5. I didn't quite like it as much as Caraval, but still worth a read. Because even if you're not a fantasy fan, I'm not really a huge fantasy genre reader. I hardly read any fantasy, but I really like the whole Caraval series and Legendary. So definitely check this out. That wraps up my book review for Legendary. I hope you guys find it useful and helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!